Come with me as we step into the minds of second-year teachers. They share the good, the bad, the ugly, and things we never even thought of before. This film is a very honest look into elementary education through the perspective of these three teachers. They thoroughly answer the question, what is the job of a teacher?
The mission of our district is to have our students attend the top 100 colleges and universities at our school. In my own class, I set a lot of goals in my class because I want them to be prepared for second grade.
According to the 2012-2013 Academic Performance Index, Parkview Preparatory Elementary School scored 816 out of 1,000, and they are in the 90th percentile compared to other schools with similar demographics. Looks like these teachers are meeting their standards. Let's pay close attention and see why. When I asked them what the responsibility of a teacher is, here's what they had to say.
I'm required to be a mother. I'm required to be a psychologist. I'm required to be a doctor because all the kids have needs, and those needs just don't fall under education. It falls under being giving them wisdom, guidance.
The teacher has a lot of hats she has to wear in the classroom and outside of the classroom. Not only are you supposed to be teaching the kids all of the Common Core standards that they need to know and be prepared for the next year, but you're also their counselor, you're their friend, you're a nurse whenever they get hurt. You encompass all of those hats into one.
Here are their thoughts about the community that they work in.
You have so many different types of kids, you have to deal with different types of personalities, and sometimes personalities clash. So you have to figure out different ways to basically make sure everybody gets along. Also, in the community that we're in, some kids have some tough lives, and you don't know, so you really have to get to know the students to make sure that everything's okay and things like that. And then a lot of the times some kids come hungry because they don't have food, so you have to make sure you have like snacks or anything for them just in case if they're really cranky or if they haven't eaten. So there's a lot of different stresses, not only just to make sure that your lesson plan is correct and that your teaching is just, you need to make sure that the kids are safe.
The majority of the time, we spend more hours with these children than their parents do. So the children need to be comfortable enough to come to us and be able to talk to us about their issues. And just in general, in our workplace, or at least in my school, a teacher has to do so much besides just teaching. In our community, we're always invited to birthday parties, we're always invited to plays, we're invited to games. And as teachers, it feels really nice to be invited because we know that we've impacted these students so much that they want to make us part of the world. So as a teacher here, we always attend these things for our students.
Because not only are you in charge of teaching lessons and taking care of your kids, but you also are part of different committees. So at our school, we have to be in charge of 4 different committees a year, and these activities go out throughout the entire year. So you're worried about putting on performances, you're worried about making the kids memorize poems, you're worried about visitors all the time, and having to literally excite these people with these songs and dances and routines besides the teaching. And that takes a lot of time out of your teaching time because you need to prep for all of these things. So that's very difficult.
View Park Prep Elementary School has a mandatory collaborative work culture, and it seems to be working well. Let's take a look.
We get along well, and we work together as a team because I feel like when our kids go to second grade, we want our kids to be ready. I know I do, when the second grade teachers come back and say, oh, you guys did such a great job teaching them comprehension, you did such a great job, you made my job easier. We collaborate a lot. One of my colleagues is always on Pinterest, getting good ideas or following blogs, and that keeps us updated on the latest thing.
There are 3 first grade classrooms. So because of this, I have to work with a team of 2 other first grade classrooms. And they're really big on you have to work together. So everything I do in my classroom, you'll see the other 2 first grade teachers working. And it becomes, you build a relationship, you build a friendship with these teachers because you spend so much of your time with them, so much time planning, that you just become friends. And if you even walk down the hallways into our school, a lot of the teachers across grade levels were all very close and very friendly.
When I noticed how much extra work the teachers were doing, I asked them if they ever imagined it'd be so much. The answer was no, but they all agree that in the end, it's all worth it.
Well, I guess I never realized how much work I would do at home. You think you clock in, you clock out, but at home you're still working, you're grading, you're doing lesson plans. You go shopping and you're thinking about things to buy for the kids, for activities. Some of the things that I never expected to do is spend so much of my own money. Like I go out to Target and I'm thinking about the kids and all the activities that I want to do, and I clearly have to buy everything in order for my kids to be able to do those activities or those fun lessons.
While I was talking to the teachers, I could sense some of their frustration and wondered to myself, why do they keep doing it? I was pleasantly surprised by the
I
answer.
really want to make sure that every child feels special and when they grow up, they want to think about their teachers rather than saying, I just went to school and I just learned. Make it lovable, and when you see a difference between one child from the beginning of the year to the end of the year, and you see that they've grown so much, you make sure it makes you feel so good inside, and you don't regret anything after.
Listening to the interviews of these teachers, I learned sometimes the curriculum isn't the most important part about being a teacher. These women are teachers at a top-performing school in a low-income area. Here's a recap of some of the things that they did that make them stand out among other teachers. They bring fun into the classroom. They give their students emotional support. They communicate with parents. They truly believe in their students and want them to succeed. They also set high expectations. This concludes my short film. I hope you enjoy watching it as much as I enjoyed making it.